Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Chiller Easton here as we're getting ready for our second game on this rink, third game of the day. This one will be the Boston College Eagles going up against the Montclair State University Redhawks. I'm Thomas Biondo, looking forward to bringing you this game here as we are in ACHA Women's Division II hockey here, and we are in the pool play portion. Montclair State yesterday ran into a bit of a buzzsaw against Lakehead University, a 17-1 drubbing that they will look to improve upon here today. Meanwhile, Boston College skated away with an overtime victory. The defenseman Peyton King getting that overtime winner. Liberty did get a point in that game for the pool play record, but again, a win for Liberty a win for Boston College in the extra session. The two teams are at center ice here. Now they're moving over to their nets. Just give us a minute here, and we'll go ahead and turn it over for the public address announcer for the introductions of the starting lineups and the national anthem here as we are just about ready to start today's contest. Alrighty, folks. Just to run through those starting lineups in case you missed it, Oliveri will get the start in net for Boston College. Up front, it'll be Skoko on the left, Bork in the middle. On the right will be Madison Kirby. On the left defense, it'll be Carolyn Patterson. On the right defense, it'll be Peyton King, the hero from last night. Meanwhile, for the Montclair State Redhawks, they will start with Peterson at one point position and Schultz at the other. Up front, it'll be Sanderson on the left, Fogarty on the right, and Fogarty is going to be playing center, and Paula Bush will be on the right wing. The goaltender will be Kay Ferguson, who got 28 of 45 shots in the game yesterday. The two teams having their last total here. Regular season numbers for both teams. Montclair State was 14-3-1 with a 136 goals for, 68 goals against. Meanwhile, the Boston College Eagles were 10-1-1. In those 12 games, they gave up only 16 goals against. They scored 41 for themselves. Boston College has broken their huddle. They've moved on into the center ice circle. Montclair has done the same, and they are now at the center ice circle as well, as we are getting ready to drop the puck on Game 3 of the day in this tournament, in the pool play of the ACHA Women's Division II tournament, and it starts with a face-off win by Montclair, but Boston College will now bring it in over the line. Gaining the line and making the move was Kirby. Now an inside-outside move there, and a shot by King. That ends up coming wide, and a rebound shot. That ends up being stuck away. Early attack time for the Boston College Eagles, and now it's going to squirt out to center ice. Looking to cut underneath and backhand it in there is going to be Kirby. It got over the line, and now they do battle on the far side boards. Digging away at it there is going to be Aya Torelli. Comes around to the near side. And thrown to the middle. That got spiked away nicely by the Redhawks, and it'll get out to center. Second effort there, trying to push it on further was Tepper. Or excuse me, that was 11 Sanderson. It gets over the line, but it was pushed back to the line, but it was held in by King. On a second effort, that one got held in by Stellar. Now works its way over to the near side. A little bit of time and space here for the Redhawks. Lead feed is going to be grabbed and carried on. Nice job dragging through and trying to come to the middle there was Menigan. She could not. She played a good game yesterday. A lot of puck control. No points for her efforts yesterday, but she looked real good for Montclair State. It's cleared to the line, not out. Held in. Look out here. An opportunity for Stellar, a shot. Stellar let that one go, and a save was made. They try to center it to the middle. Hoffman's pass didn't get through. Hoffman with 2 goals and an assist in last night's contest for the Eagles. Now a stretch pass, missed everybody. Having to turn to make a play on it is going to be Grace Liggett. Liggett had her stick lifted, then ran out of real estate. Look out here, side of the net, a shot, save, and the puck's going to be held on the back of the cage. On a good job there. Making the play on the goal line was Oliveri to just earn the defensive zone faceoff, but you don't want to run the risk of any sort of turnovers or bad things happening down deep in that corner. We get a line change here coming both ways. Settling in to take this draw will be Fogarty for the visitors, and they cannot come up with the win. It's wheeled around on the backhand, McLaughlin. McLaughlin looks for a feed. She finds one rink wide. Jessica Block has it now. Block's going to carry it over the line. That shot was blocked on the way through, so it missed the cage. Trying to center it quickly there was Hoffman. That didn't connect. A little bit of time and space here as it's going to get thrown up the rink and down the ice. They wave off the icing as the netminder came out to play it. Jessica Oliveri. She got the win in the game yesterday. Puck to the line, not out. Good keep there as it was taken away for the moment by Tepper. And now it's a move and a break back. Hoffman makes a move inside, outside, tries to carry the puck with her. 1-on-4, but it was taken off her stick by Aya Torelli. And on second effort, it's going to be carried back out by Montclair State. They get it as far as center, where it's going to be intercepted and brought right back in. But the play was offside as Madison Brooks couldn't bring it in over the line. Onside as across the line, somebody already had the foot over, so that's going to lead to a center ice faceoff. Morrissey settling in for this draw for the Eagles, and they are going to end up, she knocked it, but it's going to be, control's going to be had by the visitors as Menigan's going to tip it in further. It's going to be backhanded around by Oliveri. It comes up the wall, and it's passed back to the point. There's a shot, and that's going to end up going wide as it was let go by Amanda Peterson. Peterson's got it again, top of the circle. She's going to rifle that in, and it was kind of swept further by Fogarty. Good pressure here by the Redhawks. Puck's going to squirt back to the point. Stepping into on a drive, and that got deflected on the way through. Might have been friendly fire as it kind of slowed up on its way. Patterson has an opportunity to clear it now along the near side wall. She'll chip it up there, and it'll get out to center ice. Maybe an opportunity for a rush. Good job getting back to cut that off by Bush. Played right back down, and Patterson's got it at center. Rink wide feed, a little bit of time and space here for Crawford. There's a shot, scores! Bella Crawford let it go. And it was a ripper that got the top corner. And Crawford, 3:29 of period one. Crawford is on the board for Boston College. Bella Crawford, the junior from Bedford Corners, New York, gets her first point of pool play, and it is a rocket shot and a goal to make it a 1-0 game. And now they'll send somebody out of the faceoff, and we'll do it again. First shot of the game, first goal of the game, or actually the second shot of the game is how it's going to be ruled. It's touched in and carried over the line. Inside-outside move is made by Peyton King. Good puck-carrying defenseman. Sent rink wide as it's grabbed by McLaughlin. She's able to keep it in and pinch down the boards. Over there is Crawford in there trying to tie it up along the wall. She jousts away with Sanderson along that far wall. Sent to the middle. It's going to be tipped out to center, and Boston College quick to jump right back on it. Trying to cut through, down to the ice, goes number 13, McLaughlin, but she goes down to the ice via a trip, and now well, they're actually going to say McLaughlin got the goal. It didn't look like that from up here, but less concerning is who got it, is the fact that it's in the net. So a 1-0 lead, and now a power play that will go to work. The time of this call was 4 minutes and 8 seconds. As they work on the outside here to the Eagles. It's sent on back. Now they're working on down low. Sharp angle, trying to walk out front with it was Block. She could not do so, and her pass was stolen. It's going to be cleared the length of the ice. Boston College from their own end. As you see it here, lead, feed. It's going to miss everybody, and this will have enough for icing. And the last thing you want to do is commit an icing call while on the power play. But that's exactly what's going to happen here, and it's going to move into an offensive zone faceoff for the Red Hawks. Settling in to take it will be Stellar. They tie it up on the dot. It's going to be controlled by the Eagles, spinning back and looking now for an outlet. There's a lead feed through. It got to the bench and now swung on further. Good play by Hoffman. The penalty again was a tripping call at 4:07. McLaughlin goal was at 3:29. So within about a minute of the goal, power play now that Boston College still does have a minute left on it. Pouncing on the loose puck here, Peyton King. She's going to bring it in. Moves wide. Goes all the way down below the cage and wraps. Now she'll look to the point, throws the brakes on in the circle. Throws one on, and a nice little glove save was made by the netminder, Kay Ferguson, as she will grab it and hold. Never a bad decision to get a face-off on a power play. Make sure your mates are fresh and they're ready to go. And settling in to take this face-off for Boston College will be Stellar. Wins it on back to the point where, again, Peyton King's on it. Hands it off on the wing. There's a shot. Scores! Jessica Block with a great move, and Block is able to finish it with a power play goal. A 5-hole goal, and the goal by Block will get it a 2-0 game. Time of the goal, the power play tally, 5 minutes and 28 seconds, and Boston College rolling early. If the goal, by the way, if that original goal is McLaughlin, it would be her first as well. So no matter whether it's Crawford or McLaughlin, it's both of their first goals of the postseason. And this is a team that beat Liberty yesterday in a 4-3 thrilling overtime game. Chopped and now carried on over the line by Kirby. Let's see, it sounded like King and Staler got the assist. So we'll mark that down, Block with the goal, and then we see a big save made by Kay Ferguson to keep this a 2-goal spread. Back to the point. There's a drive and they score! Came out of nowhere, a rising shot, and Peyton King has got her second of the tournament. Time of this one going to be the, not much later, 5-minute and 49-second mark. And Boston College now with a 3-goal lead. King's second of the tournament. She had the game winner in last night's game. Puck at center. They turn and bring it in over the line. Onside play. Now it's taken back by the Red Hawks. Jousting away right at the line. They try to kick it in further. Help comes by way of, again, Peyton King, who's been active in the early going. Lead feed gets to center ice and beyond. Cutting it off was Patterson. Played it up. It got by Skoko. Tapped to the middle, and it never found its mark in Kirby. Now they bring it back. Look out here. Backhand opportunity. That's going to be a penalty. Oh, they say play on. Wow. That looked like a trip from up here. But that's why I'm up here. I don't make those calls. As there's an outlet, not enough for icing. And right back at it comes Boston College. It tied up along the boards, and now it's rushed back in. Mennigan sends it through the middle. It's poked at, and they poke it at again, and it's just going to go off into the corner. Mennigan now tied up along the boards, and she's just going to flip it. Ends up flipping it up and out of play, and we're going to get a whistle here in a face-off. 13:05 to go. Opening stanza, and Boston College off and running early. They lead this one by a score of 3-0. Draw here to the left of the netminder, Oliveri. She has not been busy, made 2 saves already in this one. Puck's going to be grabbed and played around. We got 23 in white. Fanning on the outlet was Morrissey. She had a nice game yesterday. She gets help by way of Conjusta. And it's down below the goal line. They center it through. And still in control are the Eagles. Conjusta had that pass stolen before it got to her. And it's going to be rolled out to center ice. And back the other way come the Red Hawks. With speed, they poke it towards the Boston College net. And it's just going to be grabbed. It was not grabbed. It was carried on. It's poked away, still trying to hold that post as the netminder. That's thrown just wide as Oliveri had to be sharp there to make sure that it didn't find its way through. Coming over the top to keep it in. That was number 23 in black, but it's going to be thrown up and a lead feed and maybe a 2-on-1. Opportunity, they send it across, and unable to handle it cleanly was Morrissey. She'll peel off, make a centering pass to Conjusta. That didn't connect. Played to the line, not out, held in. With room, they walk into one, and that shot was blocked as it was let go by Morrissey. Now we get 5 black jerseys trying to head out. A turnover, though, as Ayatarella tried to lead it ahead. It got dumped back in deep, and Tapper plays it around. It hit the weird part of the board and came back, and having to turn in deep. And they will try again to bring it up and out. With speed, full speed ahead. Over the line to the far side corner. I know that's a 2, so it's going to be either Schultz, Montez, or Bush. Doing a nice job getting it the length of the ice in there. The score 3-0 here in favor of BC. Puck coming back the other way. It got as far as center, and on second effort, it's going to move on in further. And Montclair and the Red Hawks, or Montclair and the Red Hawks bring it back in, side of the net, forcing Oliveri to make a save. Puck now over to the corner. Boston College looks to reverse flow. Nice little dip there. They try to move it up the near side boards and cannot. There's a player dump back behind the play, and they let that go. Meanwhile, it's a break on the other end, and it's waffle boarded away. Good job there, as it was a nice looking rush by Hoffman, but handling that one cleanly was Ferguson. The Red Hawks now just go ahead and fire it in. That is number 41 doing the damage in turn of Mennigan. It gets over to Patterson for the Eagles. Down below the net, looking for an outlet here. Good read, as nearly stealing it there was Ayatarelli. And on second effort, they do take it away, and that's actually number 9, Peterson. Beg your pardon, that was Peterson with the opportunity. We got Patterson for Boston College. We got Peterson for Montclair State, and Peterson tried to get the steal there, couldn't get on through. But we'll sit here with 10 minutes, 17 seconds to go, and a 3-0 lead for Boston College. One of those goals on the power play. Point shot there was held in by Peterson, and she'll get it deep. Another chance, and that got jabbed wide. Good play by Ayatarelli going to the front of the net. A little bit of offensive foray here by Montclair, I beg your pardon. Patterson tried to clear it for the Eagles, could not. It's sent rink wide. A little bit of time and space, dealing it up the back. On the back end was Kirby to get it out of the zone. It's back in deep, though, and giving chase to it will be Carolyn Patterson. Patterson, rink wide. Good little setup here, and a nice breakout as Kirby has it. Kirby over the line, top of the circle, finds the trailer in the middle. A shot that was saved, and the rebound side of the cage will get loose. Good chance by Skoko coming down the middle on the second effort. With it now is going to be Peyton King. Had it for a moment, but it's pushed by her, and we'll get out to center ice with 9:22 to go here in the opening period. They wind up, they tip it in. McLaughlin. They joust for it just in front of the Red Hawks bench, and now the Red Hawks will bring it back. 1-on-3, just throw it wide of the cage, and it'll rattle around to the near side corner. They look to push it up. Good job there, but Tepper was knocked off. They take a couple swipes at it. Now looking to move to the middle is Menigan. Menigan a shot and a save, and then it's going to be grabbed by Oliveri with 8 minutes and 56 seconds to go in period number 1. The goals were McLaughlin's first, Block's first, and King's second of the postseason with 8:56 on the clock. And an 8-2 game, and with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We're coming back with more first period action between the Red Hawks and the Eagles.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise sponsor of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. And by the Three-Legged Mare, located right in the heart of downtown Columbus.
Welcome back inside Chiller Easton here. A 3-0 lead for the 4 seed in the East region. Boston College Eagles 10-1-1 on the year. Montclair State, the 6 seed, 14-3-1 so far on the season. And two teams as we wrap up the intermission, or excuse me, the commercial break. One final kind of instruction still being shouted at by each coach. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Red Hawks down to our left. Got a game going on behind us. It looks like Minot State playing Liberty, and Minot State in pool play. It looks like they have just built a 5-1 lead. That's game 2. Technically, this is game 3 of the day. Still 3 more games coming up here from Easton. Good skating here, and now it's going to be carried out by Peyton King. It got knocked off her stick. They stretch it rink wide. As that was 27 Bush with the play. Now it's turned back over, and that was fought off on a rising shot by McLaughlin. It's poked around, and they play it backside of the cage. That got deflected away. Into the corner it goes. The Red Hawks with an opportunity. They look to break out. A little bit of a delay there. It carried them down through. Got just inside the blue line before it spiked back down the ice. Good read there as they move it back up. No icing here as giving chase now is going to be 27 Paula Bush. It is the Eagles in control. It's a long bomb pass. Is going to find Conjusta. Conjusta pushed it on a little bit further. It's on the far side, backhanded on and tipped on in. Doesn't get deep though, as there making the play was Peyton King. King sends it up ahead for Crawford to redirect in. Sign of the times for a change here with 7:47 to go, and the Eagles will get fresh forwards out. A little bit of a dip by there is Peyton King, who hasn't seemed to come off the ice, or when she's been on the ice has made a play pretty much every time she's been out there. Eagles maintain possession of the puck on a big play that's carried all the way around to the face-off dot. Look out here, could be an in-tight 2-on-1, and a good job there by the Red Hawks to clear it to the line. It's not out. Puck centered on through, fought off there by Ferguson to the middle of the ice, and they can't clear it. Held on in for a moment, and now it's going to be cleared as Grace Liggett got the clear, but that is going to go for icing. Or Grace Liggett, I beg your pardon, tried to keep it in, could not. She forced the icing call with 7:13 remaining in period number 1. Shots listed at 9-3 in favor of the home team. That's the Boston College Eagles. Face off in the near side circle. Going to be controlled by the Eagles. They play it in down low and looking to get further down into the corner, but unable to there was a Boston College player. I believe that was 3, Madeline Jones. Centering pass, didn't get through on the first attempt. Circling back is going to be Stellar. Stellar moved it to the middle. Look out here, bouncing puck in the slot, and it's going to be cleared away. They will bring it back. Drop pass here will go to nobody in particular. Actually, fresh off the bench, a couple of Redhawks will come on. They throw it out at Oliveri, who's going to redirect it away. There's a stretch pass. Thrown on rink wide. Picked up off the boards and tipping it on further is going to be Stellar. Said her name a lot today. That's shot in wide, and it's going to be held as it was shot in by Block, and it ended up being shot in on goal. And we'll get another whistle and a face-off here. Looks like we have a Liberty goal. It's going to cut the deficit to 3 on that side. We'll run through some pool play situations as they arise, or as they've kind of get cleared up during the course of this hockey game. But let's get back to action here with 6:24 to go in the first period. That outlet pass was intercepted, and it's going to be controlled inside the line. Point shot, skitters wide, comes over to the near side corner. Push back up to the point, looking to Liggett, trying to get it further. Couldn't there. They turn and spin, and it's brought back. We got a little speed being built here by Bush. Bush tried to get wide, and a good cancel out there. I believe that is number 6, who I don't have on my roster, so let's see who we got. Might have been, maybe it was 8, Skoko. Yep, it was 8, I beg your pardon, Skoko. And she'll, with one hand on the stick, push it to center. Forced back, but trying to make a turn here is going to be Schultz. She finds an outlet, and that was number 12, Nicolosi. Nicolosi put it on further. It's over the line. Now turning back here is Leggett as we play catch right in front of us here at center ice. Now it's going to be shot in deep, teed up there by Oliveri, handled by Patterson. Outletted once, intercepted here. Look out, opportunity, and Oliveri threw the blocker at it as it wound up into the near side corner. Played around, far side corner now, and there's going to be a penalty upcoming, and we're going to get a Montcalm State power play. As a tripping call is coming, and a power play for Montcalm State. That's exactly what they needed. See if they can't get themselves back into this hockey game. They trail 3-0. 14 minutes and 45 seconds going to be the time of this call. It is going to be a tripping call to BC. So let's see what the Montclair State power play can do. They throw one on. Oliveri keeps it in play. Double clutching, and McLaughlin's going to try to clear it around. It gets as far as that dash marks along the circle. And controlled by King. She will look to break it out in a shorthanded opportunity. 2-on-1, 2-on-2, or I should say 1-on-2. King's going to go in, chip it deep, and now take more time off. Look at King, the defenseman, the defensewoman, I should say. King, oh, just wide with the goaltender Ferguson down and out. King still taking more time off. She's already killed 30 seconds of this man advantage. Good work by her. Finally, it's dug out by Montclair State, I beg your pardon, as they move to the line, and that's got as far as the bench, no further. A little bit of a dip and a little bit of a tip in there. Sanderson's going to try to catch up to it. Only Eagles back in the zone, though. Montez looked for a poke check. That did not work, and it's back out at center. Montclair will turn. Lead feed there, knife down. They try to clear it back in, but it's brought back in by the Redhawks. Tie up along the near side boards. Inside the blue line, so it's in the offensive zone. Dug out, point shot. Oh, actually, there was a slap pass, and unable to find it on the far side was Bush. Good idea on that play, though. That puck's going to be backhanded to the line, not out. Good keep. A backhand through the middle of the crease. Again, more or less just to keep it in by Fogarty. That's going to be cleared. It's going to be knifed down, hit with a high stick. So they will touch it to avoid Boston College having a break opportunity. So we've got 31 to go in the man advantage. We've got 3:45 left in period number 1. And we're going to have a center ice face-off. Actually, it's going to move to the face-off dot just outside the Redhawks defensive zone as their power play continues, but it now only has 26 seconds left. They sweep it ahead, and it's going to roll on in. Boston College first on it, and that clearing attempt actually hit a teammate, and now on second effort, it'll get down the ice, where it's going to be teed up there by the netminder Ferguson. Ferguson and the Redhawks reverse flow and try to bring it up the near side. Long stretch feed there, didn't connect with anybody. So Boston College is going to have an opportunity to take more time off the clock as they have it there and clear it right back down the ice. And we are back to even strength. 5-a-side hockey with a 3-0 lead for the team in white, the Boston College Eagles. That puck was deflected, and having to pull off so as not to be offside was blocked. Cleared up ice, and recovering there nicely was going to be Madison Brook. Tipped down through the middle. They circle to the line, and it does get out as Brook actually, it had gotten out to center, and then Brook touched it over the line. So that is an offside play with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go in period number 1 and a 3-0 Boston College lead. They joust away after the faceoff. Good job there by Jessica Block to turn and get it in over the line. Block tried to drag on through and could not. Puck comes free at center ice, and now with a little bit of time and space, it's going to be carried in over the line by Stellar. Stellar looks to get wide. Now throws the brakes on, tries to head back into the corner. Good cancel out there by the Montclair defense, and that puck's going to go out of play with 2:27 left on the clock. Still sitting at a 3-0 game. Goals by McLaughlin and Block and King, all of those within the first 6 minutes of the game. Since then, nothing on the scoreboard. Face off in the far side of the rink. To the line, not out. Good keep there. Backhanded along further. To the line, and now it's just going to be spanked down the ice as Lexi Montez does that, and that's going to have enough for icing. So we're going to move it right back on down. Shots 10-3 in this period. Score 3-0. We got 2:12 left in the first period. Stellar in to take this draw. They will pull it back to the point. Nice face-off win there. They send it in rink wide as it was won cleanly to Madison Brook, but she just dumped it into the near side corner. Play out in front and a quick shot, and what that hit. Off the stick of Stellar, looked like a for sure goal with an open net, but Stellar wasn't able to put it in. They go to work now down below the goal line. It looks like that's the Block, Hoffman, and Stellar line. Puck's going to be cleared out, though, as a good job by Montclair to get it to the line. They can't get it all the way out, could the Redhawks, and pouncing on a puck is Stellar. Stellar moves in, sharp angle, and she scores! Nice job there as Laura Stellar coming in on the angle, and she will open up a 4-goal lead for BC. Great job there, forcing the turnover, moving in on the wing, and finishing up the goal. Time of this one going to be the 18-minute, 23-second mark. Stellar on it. Stellar was held, actually had a goal in the game last night, so her second of the tournament. Montclair State, let's see if they can get one more late here, possibly bring this game closer, or get one period here to try to get this game closer. They move in and they score! They do just that. Brittany Mahangan, what a drive. After a turnover in the corner, Mahangan fires it in at the 18:35 mark, and 12 seconds after the lead was opened up to 4, I should say, it's cut back down to 3 with 1:22 to go in the period here. That's going to be tipped on and moved further. We get a foot race to it. Looking around, where does Tapper want to go with it? She'll play it into the far side corner. They sweep it up the boards to the short glass. Now it's going to be grabbed by Montclair, but sent back in by the Eagles. Going back again is going to be number 10, Alex Tepper. Waits, she sweeps it over to the near side. So Stiller's goal unassisted. And they give Peterson the assist as we try to get all these numbers up to date. Icing call on the ice. Shots on goal 11-4, score 4-1, both in favor of the Eagles, but the last goal went to Mennigan, her first of the tournament, to cut the 4-goal deficit down to 3 with 32.7 to go. And you got to think that Montclair would love to be able to get to the locker room with this as our score. Draws one straight back. Played around to the near side corner. Tipped up and now flipped on out. 24 to go. Is this going to have enough for icing? It will not, as it was waved off really late there. King's got to clear it around. She does, to the line and out. Brought back on by Crawford. Crawford made it as far as the red line, and then that puck got stabbed into the bench as we kind of get a choppy finish to this first period, which has to bode well really for Montclair State to not allow any sort of offensive possession time to be had by Boston College. Faceoff will come to center with 11:08 on the clock. Off the draw, it's going to be won by the Redhawks. They will look to get in wide and does. Here's an opportunity played towards the net as that was let go and pushed on by Peterson with just 7/10 of a second to go in the period. And that is how the first period will end. So Boston College starts by scoring 4. A late goal, though, by the Redhawks. Draw them to within 3, and that is how we'll go to the locker room. 4-1 our score. Stay tuned, folks. We're coming back with more of this regional game, or of this pool game between the Montclair State University Redhawks and the Boston College Eagles on the ACHA YouTube network. Welcome back, folks, inside Chiller Easton. Just outside of Columbus, Ohio, as the ACHA Division II Women's Tournament continues on here. Game 3 is just wrapping up the first intermission. Boston College on top of Montclair State University. The Redhawks by a score of 4-1. First period goal scored by McLaughlin, Block, King, and Stellar for the home team, the higher seeded, or the better seeded, I should say, Boston College Eagles, while the Montclair State squad got a late goal 12 seconds after the fourth goal against by number 41, Brittany Menigan, the senior forward from Clifton, New Jersey. Assisting on that goal was Peterson. And that's where we stand now and how we get to the 4-1 score that we are at. Now we are underway in period number 2. Shots on goal in that first period were 11-5 in favor of the Boston College Eagles as they look to get back on the offensive already. It's tipped on down and now moved through the middle. Here come the Eagles. In over the line. Maybe a 3-on-2 if they hurry. They deal it off onto the wing. A shot. That was a riser that got blocked. Rebound. They joust away at it in front of the net. And it's loose and it's going to come clear. And now back the other way. Full speed ahead comes the Redhawks. They sweep it into the zone, looking to drag on through as the very solid winger, Menigan. Keeping the line and pushing it in further was Peterson. She assisted on that earlier goal. Now it's still along the near side boards as the pressure has stayed on, as help was provided by Fogarty along the wall. Fogarty again still in there trying to help push it further. Patterson in for for the Eagles, I beg your pardon. It kind of looks like Minnesota, but not quite. And now it's going to be cleared out to center ice and back for the Redhawks to control. Pretty solid start to this period for them, just over a minute into it. Free puck at center is going to be grabbed and just kind of over-skating slightly was number 17, Fogarty. That's sent rink wide through to the middle. Unable to handle it cleanly was Kirby, and Kirby's got a nice back check, though, to be able to force the play to one of her defense partners, I should say. Spinning away from trouble, not once but twice, and trying to reload here are the Eagles. There's a long feed. It was redirected on the wrong side of center, though, and this will roll far enough for icing, but they wave it off at the last second, so Montclair State's going to have to skate it out. That didn't work as a little bit of a roadblock was put up by Bridget Hoffman. They got to try the other way. Banging her stick, looking for an outlet pass. That never came was Lexi Montez. Eagles looking to steal a puck as it's tied up along the far side shortboards. It works its way around, and a nice little forehand backhand move. Now they walk out of the corner where they look out here. A chance to save is made. The rebound is loose at the top of the crease. Cleared away, and another shot on, and that's going to be thrown towards the cage and not go. Second attempt was put on by Stellar. She's got a goal in today's game. Side of the net, they tried to center it again. That didn't connect. Puck down below the net. Trying to jump in to help out there was for Stellar as she was down there with Block, but this puck's going to end up being cleared to center. And now Montclair sends one rink wide. Good read by the Eagles at center ice, and that was stolen, and they chip it on in further. Second attempt to clear. That's going to be covered by number 25, Conjusta. Over the line on an onside play. The Eagles touch up delayed anyway. And then again, trying to get back through. She could not, as the Eagles will send it up ahead. Good read there for an interception by Peterson, and they carry over the line. That shot's going to go just wide. That was off the stick of Menigan again. Played on back to the point, looking to hold it in. It's jousted at there as Schultz tried to hold the line and did for a moment. Still holding the line, and then finally it's outletted to Hoffman. Bridget Hoffman with it. Moving in, cuts to the middle, now the backhand. Now back to the middle again, and a shot. That missed on the short side. Big rebound's going to carry him around to the near side of the rink. They joust away again at it. And now it's poked free, sent up to the far side shortboards. Oh, just unable to get by there were the Redhawks for an offensive opportunity. Boston College able to maintain control. McLaughlin turning with it. Sends it back in as four of the five Eagles did just make a line change to the line. Shot through traffic was deflected down off the stick of Morrissey. Morrissey's able to reload at center, and she'll deal it to Liggett. Trying to push it on further was Crawford. That didn't get by. Good start to this period here for Montclair State. They jump on a loose puck, and they got to try to get back to it as a couple of Eagles collide, and that's going to lead to a whistle being blown. as two Eagle players kind of crossed up there, and they were not prepared for that. And it looks like it's going to be number 13, Erin McLaughlin, skating off. We'll keep an eye on that to see if she can return in this one. Face off here at center, closer to the Eagles defensive end, and it ends up in the Eagles defensive end. They move it to the middle, and they look to tip it up to the line. It gets there, but not out. On the backhand, it's feathered in further. Good keep there by Tepper. Down in the corner, now played around to the far side of the rink. Over there, only the Eagles, and now they play on through. Could be a one-on-one opportunity. Good job by Tepper, though, to break that rush up. And she stabs it right back out to center ice, and able to keep it there was Conquista. Now to the near side, backhanded up, and carrying it on in. Nice little touch pass there, and a shot on is going to be saved as it was thrown on goal by Crawford. And over along the ball, Lizzie Conquista trying to help out, the Albany, New York native. And with that, we get an offensive zone face-off upcoming here for the Eagles. Off the draw, there's a bit of a tie-up, but the Eagles got in there, nearly an opportunity for Kirby, but she got run off, and a little tap back along the boards. Stretch pass is a good one. Forehand backhand move is another good one. Madigan dropped it off. They tried to get it back to her, and the Eagles were able to recover nicely. Played back up along the far side boards. 2-on-2 back the other way for the Eagles. They will walk in. They got it as far as the line, and then it was kind of thrown off stride, and it ends up just being chipped in by Boston College. Turning away from a check, getting stick lifted the whole time, but Schultz was able to play it around. Now it's sent on through the middle and feathered on through further. Unable to knife that down was Bush, and turning with it and bringing it right back in here is Skoko. Skoko looks to get wide. She does for a moment, had to just push it on further. Back to retreat is going to be Kirby to help out, while it's thrown further along by Tepper. Tepper again will tie up a check. It does stay down low. Centering pass to them, banging a stick as they try to throw it to the middle, and that didn't connect, as I believe Bork was looking to move it there, and it squirts out to center ice. Eagles again wind up, and they're going to go right back into the zone. King, she's been active. The defenseman has been active offensively pretty much all tournament. King's got it again, still moving around. Backhand, still moving around, all the way around. That shot hits something and ends off into the far side corner. Swept to the line, and it'll get out of the zone at least. The late offside will give another opportunity here for Montclair State to get it deep. They cannot, and it's carried on in over the line. They move to the middle. A rising shot might have kicked off the glass of the netminder. Ferguson, and then a goal is scored as Hoffman came in. And on the backside of it, it's going to be Jessica Block pushing it in. And we have a goal scored at the 6-minute and 20-second mark, and that should go to Block. This would be her second of the game and second of the tournament. And the lead has bulged back to 4, where it was a 4-goal lead for all of 12 seconds before the quick answer by Montclair State. Delayed offside. That's going to be thrown back ahead. Looking to carry on through. Sent on, wink wide, and Steller was looking for Hoffman coming in the back door. That didn't connect. So it sounds like Steller and McLaughlin on the assists. Mark that down. Second point of the game for McLaughlin. Meanwhile, Boston College recorrals at center. They move through the Blue Jackets logo at center ice. Winding and firing, and a big stop by Ferguson. Side of the net, another draw. That one doesn't connect. It's kept in and fired back around by Hoffman. It's going to work its way over to the near side corner. Good job jumping into this play to pinch it in further by Steller. She's played a really active game today. Now it's loose in the crease, and it's just backhanded out of it. And played up the wall, not all the way out. A little bit of a tie up there. It's trying to push it out as Fogarty. It's chopped in further and now cleared to the line again. Held in nicely, though, by the Eagles. They look to make a move offensively. A little bit of a collision. Although that was deemed legal, as Mennigan is now just going to flip it down the ice. Not enough for icing, and that's a sign that we're going to see some changes here by the Redhawks. Chip at center. Carry on further. Canceled out of that play was McLaughlin. The follow-up, though, by the Eagles got in, but Crawford and 17 got crossed up there. Excuse me, Crawford and 7. Hoffman got crossed up. Now they send one through on a kind of a 2-on-2 that created a little room. Patterson falls down. There's a centering pass, and that was redirected wide. Looking to get back on the offense. Mennigan moving through. A sharp angle shot wouldn't go. From her knees, a centering pass. It's caught up in some skates. It's loose at the lip of the crease, and it comes off to the left-hand corner. Good opportunity there for Montclair State to get it back down to a 3-goal deficit, but instead it's the Eagles coming back the other way. In full flight. Trying to get wide here is Morrissey. Morrissey leads the rush on the left wing side. She gets canceled out along the boards, and more bodies come together in that same corner. Good cancel there by Fogarty as she gained body position and reverses flow. Puck now will come back to the near side as she was moving to the far side. Stretch feed gets as far as center. And Patterson's just going to lay it right back ahead for the Eagles. But taking this opportunity to shoot it deep will be the Redhawks as they need a change, and they're going to get a couple of fresh bodies out there. Below the cage, behind the net, that's played to the point, and it came out to center. Right in front of us here is Schultz. She sends it on through, and that's going to be an offside play. Whistle blew a little bit late. Offside as there was a player down on the backside of the net. I don't think Lexi Montez realized somebody was down. So we're going to have a face-off here at center ice with 10:37 on the clock. Shots on goal 16-6, score 5-1. Both of those numbers are in favor of the Boston College Eagles. Tied up along the boards, sent rink wide. Look out here, could be numbers. The Eagles bringing it in after a face-off win. Forehand, backhand shot, and that's blockered away. Good looking opportunity by Bork. A save was made, and then Ferguson's going to keep it out of the net there on a nice opportunity in front. And Ferguson makes a nice stop there. They take a look at the Montclair State netminder. She gave up all 17 goals as they don't have a secondary netminder in the game yesterday against a team that just really seemed to have pedal to the metal the whole time in Lakehead. And they also got a victory today, did Lakehead, so they have 4 points so far in their pool. That puck's to the line, not out. Oh, fanning on that outlet was number 41, McGinn, and that is a shot, and that goes wide. Mennigan, I beg your pardon. Anyway, back to the offensive come the Eagles. Down below the cage. Played on back to the point as Bork let it go. There's a shot, blocked on the way through as that was let go by Liggett. Liggett steps up the wall. She couldn't keep the puck in, though, and that's going to give an opportunity for a rush back. Full speed ahead comes Ayatarelli. Her rising shot gets blockered away. It comes back up to the short boards on the far side. Trying to tip it in further as Kanjusta. A little bit of a bump there. Everybody's side of the net is where it goes. It comes free, but the Eagles are able to dig it out. No harm, no foul there, but they can't clear the zone. Look out, player in front, and it ends up being passed around the boards, nearly back to the point. It's knifed down, but unable to stay inside the line was Peterson, so she's got to fire it in on a delayed offside. They touch up, but that's going to allow the Eagles an opportunity to clear. That was blocked as Skoko tried to make the move. This could be numbers back, a little bit of a collision. Now it leads to a 2-on-1. In they come. Moving right in, a shot and a block on the shot by the defenseman back. That's a great play as Tepper was unable to get one on. And there's a rising shot that's going to be grabbed off and held with 8:44 to go. The lead 5-1. Shots right now at 18-6. We may see an adjustment to that after those last two opportunities, but the Eagles still in command. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a brief timeout. We're going to come on back. Join us for the rest of the second period. The Eagles leading by a score of 5-1. You are watching the ACHA Division II Women's National Championship. We're coming back after this timeout. commercials? You want to do commercials?
Yeah. It's the second, right?
What? Yeah.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron's Championship Rings, the official ring vendor for all ACHA National Champions and Hall of Famers, and by Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
I don't know if I can do that.
It's fine.
8:44 left on the clock. 5-1 our score as the Eagles from Boston College lead the Montclair State University Redhawks. As the intermission timeout, or the media timeout, about to wrap up. About where are we at? As we said, 8:44 on the clock. The shots have changed to 18-7 so far. After one, I believe they were 11-5 in favor of BC. And a face-off in the offensive zone coming up. They joust away there. It's going to be swept over to the near side point. That's a nice lead feed, but Hoffman just put a little bit too far. Now we're going to get a race, and Ferguson's just going to end up putting it to the corner. Good job here by the Eagles, though, to get down, negate an icing as they try to catch up to the pass. That's going to end up being tipped off the boards, and now we get a rush back. A 2-on-1 moves into a 1-on-0. Here they come, a shot save, and the rebound is held. And upset with herself as she looks to the heavens is number 27, Noah Fogarty. Had the opportunity to cut this lead to 3, and a big, big stop by Jessica Oliveri. Right back to the offensive after a face-off win. Now the Eagles look to clear. They got a man ahead of the play. Can they hit Jessica Block? They cannot, but it's going to be carried on further. Spinorama play by Stellar. She moves into the face-off dot, now into the middle on the backhand. Stellar still on it, moves to the forehand, and that shot was blocked on a good defensive play. Seen a lot of collapsing around the net by the Redhawks. Credit to them. Puck to the line. Peterson, a shot. That was deflected on the way through and then bounced off the pads of Ferguson into the corner. Quickly they move it back to the middle. Look out here, a chance. That's going to be jabbed back to the line. Peterson able to hold it in. Or Patterson, I should say, able to hold it in. They move it to the middle. Double clutching and a shot, and that didn't go wide by much. Shooting gallery now as Peyton King let that one go. All Boston College on this offensive opportunity. It's worked to the circle. Now back up top. Walking the line, Patterson. Her shot was blocked. They tip it in further. It's stabbed around. I believe that was Peterson that made that play. But still, it's the Eagles on it. They wrap. They fire. And that hit, I think it hit a body and ends up going wide. Might have been going wide on its own. Block with it. Tied up at the far side shortboards. They push it back to the line, not out. That shot was blocked on the way through. Now it's going to roll down low where it's going to be followed up by Stellar. Stellar couldn't control it on the second follow-up, and that's going to allow Tepper an opportunity to clear it to the line again. It's not out. Great job by the Eagles offensively to keep it in. Puck rolling on deeper. Hoffman's going to come up with it. Looks to make a move around the net. She kicks it from her skate to her stick and now looks to wrap. Big, wide circle through the middle of the zone. A chance, and that hit a leg in front. Turned and cleared, and not really hard, so it doesn't have enough for icing. But will it go deep enough for the Redhawks to make some changes? They will change 2 forwards, but that's going to lead to a one-on-one rush back, and a good stop by Ferguson. As that drive was let go by Peyton King, the White Bear Lake native from Minnesota. Let it go, but still up to the task. Staying with this game here. Ferguson, who has made 16 saves on 21 shots on goal. Meanwhile, down to our right, Jessica Oliveri's gotten 7 of the 8 shots she has seen. Controlled at the far side is Liggett. Looks to make a move and sends it in further. A little touch to the middle. And it's going to be battled and swept up the wall. It doesn't get out as it stays in front of the BC bench. They dig it out now. They look to lower the shoulder and get to the middle. Down below the goal line. Good job here by the Redhawks to force it away. And now on a little bit of a cycle, they will look to bring it out. Lead feed connects. They want to gain the red, and you've got to think they'd want to get it deep. They can on the first attempt as it banked off a skate. Now they've got it moving in. There's a shot that was blocked in front as they got caught up in some skates. Now they dig it out and shoot. And Oliveri able to hold on to that one, and a collision in front of the net. Looks like none the worse for wear as anybody here as they break apart with 5:50 to go here inside period number 2. 5-1 our score, Boston College on top. Meanwhile, other games going on, Minot State with an 8-3 lead over Liberty. That game winding down in period number 3, I believe. So pool play continuing on here. Still got 3 more games to bring you. That's going to roll on deep. Actually, 2 more games still left on the calendar today here at this rink. I beg your pardon. So there's a point shot bouncing on to the middle. Look out here, a stick tie up, and it's loose, and it's going to be poked away. And on second effort, they will skate away with it now. Lead feed, looking at bringing it over the line is Medigan. Cut back to the forehand, and a good job getting back defensively by Brook to make sure that nothing happened there. That outlet pass carried off the stick of Bush. Or I should say the skate of Bush, but it's still controlled. A little bit of a bump there. Deemed incidental contact, and the Redhawks are able to hold the line for a moment longer. Spinorama play here. Actually, yeah, I believe we, just thinking about it here, I believe we still have 3 games left at this rink today. As that's going to be tipped on in. They will look to wrap and clear, and now they will do just that, will the Redhawks. Good job bracing for a collision potentially was by Liggett, and the Eagles are able to maintain possession. Chipped on in. Coming over the top to make a play is going to be number 20 in black. That's Michaela Schultz. Schultz now spins away from trouble on the other side. It's into the corner. Schultz tried to poke it up further. Now it's a 1-on-2. Schultz still made the play. Good job by her. That outlet was blocked though, and a nice defensive play by Peyton King. She's made a ton of nice plays in this game, and then covering at center ice, Conjusta will play it ahead. Now with 3-on-2, but that pass was intercepted, and a nice little move on there by Tepper. Tepper and over the line, a shot that got, her stick got hit just as she released it, and then a centering pass was stolen, and the Eagles will come back. They bring it on through. 2-on-1 potentially coming on. Give and go, and it's tipped, redirected on. Not sure a full shot, was like more or less a redirection by, I believe that was number 14 Crawford. Excuse me, I think that was actually 18 Bork who redirected it on, but just couldn't get it by the netminder Ferguson. Good scoring opportunity, good chance, just unable to cash in. No, that's okay. There's a few that I'm just not sure of, and stuff like that. So I think I'm close. As we play it on into the corner here, is working here with the ACHA to make sure we got all the names and rosters right, and it's going to be a penalty upcoming. The ACHA Division II women's team has done a great job putting together this tournament. 6 games a day for 3 days is no easy feat, and we've had what we've needed here on the ACHA network to put on some broadcasts for them, so really excited and really happy to be working with them and the great work that they've done. It's actually going to be a penalty upcoming, as this is going to be called at the 16-minute and 33-second mark, or 23-second mark, I beg your pardon, and it's going to be a BC penalty. And it's going to be an offensive zone face-off here as we move the camera to make sure you can see the offensive zone face-off. Looking to step into one there was Peterson. It ends up going to the far side corner, looking to clear. Good keep. That's a really nice job by Schultz to keep that one in. Bouncing puck, still working through the middle, and now it's going to be controlled and carried on through. 1-on-2. There's a wrist shot and a nice looking save, and that's going to end up hitting the mush netting as it was let go off the stick of King, and that's going to lead to a face-off here with 3:15 on the clock. 23-9 are the shots on goal. 1:37 remain on the man advantage. Face-off was won and shot. Skittered just wide. It's going to come all the way up nearly to the line on the rebound. Held in for a moment. Now a stretch pass. Medigan brings it in. A rising shot ends up missing wide. Stick kind of got deflected just when she wanted to shoot it, and then that's going to be cleared around the far side boards with 2:57 remaining on the clock. Back to get it will be Peterson. She looks to wind up and gets it as far as center. Now over the line, bringing it in here is going to be Bush. Bush dropped it on back. Ayatarelli was there. Ayatarelli trying to force the play as Block had it. Block got crossed out. Ayatarelli forced it through, and it's going to end up behind the cage. There is Bush on it. They try to work to the power play now if they can. Still 54 seconds, plenty of time. Not liking that pass across. That was a good little cycle play because Schultz read that pass was not going to work, and we're going to get a cross-checking call, and that will put us at 4 aside here with this cross-checking call. And it's going to go to number 4, Ayatarelli. Time of this call going to go up on the board at the 17-minute and 36-second mark. And with the penalty, the faceoff's going to move down to the Minnesota offensive end. It's tied up into the corner here. They dig away at it. It's dug out and controlled now by Kirby. Kirby in control. Tried to get a backhand cycle going. Oh, it hit a skate, moved right to her. Got her stick checked, and it's rolled and hit the post with the shot. Good opportunity there, and it just wouldn't work out. That's puck thrown towards the cage, and it missed wide. That was done by Block as it works its way into the corner now. They get it to the line, not out, as it was swiped at, and actually it was not held in. Madison Brook just couldn't keep it in. Now a steal after they touched up, and Kirby had it knocked off her stick on a good diving play. Everything happening down in the Montclair State University defensive end. There's a pass across or shot side of the net, and that's going to be grabbed by the netminder Ferguson. We've got 1:32 on the clock. Still now the power play continues on, or it's underway here. 1:07 left on the man advantage after the 4 aside has now ticked all the way off. Chance for maybe the exclamation point here. I know we're only in the second, but a 5-goal hole probably more than likely too high to overcome as it rolls on back into the Boston College end. They will look to load up with the man advantage as Patterson has it. She reverses flow into the near side corner. Lead feed, nice little move to dance by Bella Crawford. Now the rush is head back the other way. They send it across on a 2-on-1. McLaughlin looking across for King. That didn't connect. King, though, able to keep the pressure on. She's very impressive defensewoman here. Puck cleared to the line. Patterson just couldn't keep it in. It's going to squirt out to center into the final 52 of the period. Nice little double clutch and return here by McLaughlin. McLaughlin now angles it in. Into the far side corner. It's going to be knocked down by Tepper. Played around to the line, not out. They move to the middle a shot, and that's going to skid her away into the near side corner. Good puck retrieval here, and this is going to be done by Morrissey. Morrissey played it along the back of the net. They look in front. That got knifed away before it could get there. And then number 17 in black, Fogarty's going to just clear it up, and they move it up. Even strength hockey here. And a shot on, and that was a little bit dangerous there as Menigan got it towards the cage, back at 5 aside. Final 12 of the period. Chance for the Eagles to make one more rush. They move in, a drive, and that got the backboards. Rebound on the big rebound, came into the near side, and Ferguson comes over and makes a play, and a collision in front of the net. A cross-checking call upcoming as Morrissey took a spill in front of the net. And with 3.4 seconds to go, skating off will be number 17, Fogarty, I believe, or it could be Nicolosi. Not sure if that was 12 or 17, but at 19:56, we're going to get a cross-checking call. Let's see if Boston College can do anything here with the offensive zone face-off, and 3.4 seconds to go. Puck is dropped, going to be won by Montclair State, and they will just kill the period with a little bit of a move there, and that is how the second period will end. Folks, we have put 2 periods in the books in this game between the Boston College Eagles and the Montclair State University Redhawks. Montclair State trails by a score of 5-1. Folks, we're going to come back with more third period action after this brief but important timeout. Hello, folks. Welcome back inside Chiller Easton. The rink here just outside of Columbus, Ohio. A 5-1 lead right now for the Boston College squad. They got an overtime win yesterday, and they are 20 minutes away from going having 4 points in their pool. We'll give you a pool update probably before our next game, as we have now, this will be our third game of the day to put in the books. We have one more about to start at the rink next to us, and then there will be 2 more. You're at the sheet next to us, and then we'll have 2 more still to come after this one on this rink that we're looking forward to. What? Sure? There is 1:56 of power play time remaining here. So Boston College will have an opportunity to open up a 5-goal lead here if they can in the early going. Spinning with it and now looking to make a move on through. That was Stellar. She does cut on through, moves to the forehand, tries to get wide, looking in front, and have it, a centering pass, and that was cleared away. And a big clear down the ice right there, as Montclair State needed to get that puck out of their own end, and they did. Back in deep, little move here, and King will lead the rush back. There was a player from Montclair State that took a heavy spill back behind the play. She's still trying to get back into it as Hoffman carries it over the line. Hoffman, sharp angle, moves to the middle, and now will just decide to take the puck alone around. It's tipped up and sent on goal. That puck didn't get through off the stick of King, and another shot by King didn't get through. Now side of the net, they bang at it, and that also did not connect. That puck's just going to be fired the length of the ice, and a good job there by Montclair State and the Redhawks to get that down the ice, as this power play now is down to its final 59 seconds. A little bit of a bump there, is just backhanding it further with Stellar. It's going to go below the goal line as the Redhawks look to be able to clear it up. They get it as far as the short glass. Moving to the middle, that puck was kicked away, and now it's going to clear out to center at ice as it just rolled by the stick of the Boston College defender. Rink-wide feed to the near side. Looking to wind it up here is going to be Hoffman. She's going to saucer one into the middle, and they try to work it back over to the near side. Good job to gain the zone as Skoko will had it for a moment. It's controlled and cleared up the wall, not out. A little bit of a tip there. Good job rushing the zone, but they can't get it out as Liggett held it in. They send it through to the middle, and again, Redhawks sticks all in the way there to clear that the length of the ice. And in 10 seconds, we'll be back to even strength. Shots right now 27-9 in favor of the Boston College Eagles, as they will look to gain the zone and bring it in. There's a shot on and a save by Ferguson, and she will dive down on the rebound at the exact moment the power play has expired. So it's a good break there. With the power play expiring, we're going to be back to even strength. And that face-off, or that hold of that puck, will allow for the face-off to get fresh bodies out there. The face-off, ensuing face-off, Redhawks, they're going to clear it around to the near side corner. And now they'll try to move it out on the far side. Good job there, getting the zone and pushing it up ahead as Anna Torelli gets it down the ice. It was on goal, so no icing here. And now on the offensive foray, Kristen Ayatorelli goes in on a rush. It's going to come on back to center, and spiking it away is going to be Schultz. It's going to end up going out of play. And we're going to get a whistle and a face-off here. 2:30 in to stanza number 3. Other games still to come today here in this tournament at the D2 women's level. We've completed Buffalo and Lakehead University. We've completed Liberty and Minot. Montclair and Boston College playing right now. Adrian College and Delaware about to get underway in the rink next to us. After that, we'll have 2 more games on this rink, as Assiniboine will play Bishop's University, and then the nightcap will be Loyola University of Chicago playing North Dakota State. Make sure you tune into all those games here on the ACHA YouTube network. Still business to finish in this one, as we've got 17:07 to go. It's brought in over the line by Boston College. Cleared back out to center, though. They look to move it through the middle. It's knifed down, and nicely trying to dance on by there was Bork. She could not. Cleared away, fired on goal. Bork looked to redirect it in, and Ferguson was there, and it didn't end up on goal anyway. They turn and move it to the face-off dot, looking to cut underneath, and Menigan wants to get wide, couldn't clear it away. Look out here, it's slammed off the boards. Good job by Schultz to get it out of harm's way, but it still doesn't get out. Eagles swarming here all over on the offensive. and they will try to clear it out the far side. That does not work. And on a second effort, they move it to the middle and they score. I believe that was number 13 on the goal. And that will make it a 6-1 game. And a big goal there. That fifth goal should pretty much put an end to this one as McLaughlin will score at the 3-minute and 39-second mark. We'll see if there's any assists on it as the first goal of period 3 is on the board. And they're looking for more here. Winding up, looking to bring it in. They do, but it's cut off. And now turning at center. And a long bomb stretch pass that glanced off the stick of number 41, Mennigan. She follows it up, and it ends up on goal and an easy grab off for Oliveri as the score has bulged to 6-1. Boston College is in the lead. Offensive zone face-off coming up for the Redhawks, though, as they look to see if they can't draw any closer here with still 15:57 to go on the clock. The draw is controlled by the Eagles. They get as far as the blue line, not out. Good read there by Mennigan to keep it in for a moment, but now it's full speed ahead back the other way. Looking to center it to the middle. They do. A shot that was blocked on the way through. There's a good break over the line there. It was by Crawford and McLaughlin, it looked like. And now puck's going to roll on down. Won't have enough for icing. And ducking underneath a check, and Peyton King will lead the rush back. She decides to peel off, makes a little dangerous move in front of the net, but no harm, no foul there, as it's going to get to number 23, Morrissey, up at center. Tipped back in and moved quickly right back out. With a little room on the right wing side, bringing it in as Crawford. Looks, throws it in front. That got speared away and then back into the near side corner. Fired around the boards. It was stolen before it could be cleared out. Now they try to move it to the middle, and that was good defense to not let the centering pass through. Meanwhile, the Redhawks clear it around to the line. It doesn't have enough to get out, though. Trying to dart on through, a double move, and just unable to finish it there. Another follow-up shot, and that goes wide. Good deep offense there from King and Stellar. They've been very good today. As it's two aside do battle along the far side corner. It's dug out, and the Redbirds will play it around into the near side corner now. Looking to clear the zone with 14:41 to go. It'll just roll the length of the ice. This will be enough for icing. And the Redhawks will be unable to change. Got a kind of a surprising score at the Ohio Health Ice House as the 3-seeded Michigan State Spartans have been knocked off in their 2-game set against the number 6 seed Colorado Buffalo. So they will play on, will the Buffalo. And heading home will be the 3-seeded Spartans. There's a play in front. That's in the Division I tournament. The Division I women's tournament and the Division I men's tournament, the Division I and Division II women's tournaments both going on right now. Also, the Division III men's tournament going to be wrapping up shortly. We've already crowned 2 national champions here as the ACHA national tournament wears on. 5 champions to be crowned, but back in this play, it's going to be an offensive zone foray and a play on back to the point. We'll hold that thought on the championships as that shot was blocked on the way through. Trying to put that on goal was Madison Brook. They're able to recorral and try to send it in down low. That didn't connect as Liggett's in there to help out, and it's going to end up being pushed out to center. This will also have enough for icing. And again, unable to change will be Montclair State, Montclair State, I beg your pardon. I don't know where the Montclair State comes from. I'm going to look to see if I can find where Montclair State is, because I have said it way too many times. And really, I apologize to the Montclair State fans and the Redhawks. Offensive zone face-off is going to be controlled by the Redhawks. They get it to the line, not out. Now that's thrown towards the front of the cage. Centering pass there was knifed down. Ferguson's holding the post anyway. Now they wrap and throw one across, and on a puck retrieval mission here is number 8, and that is Skoko. She wanted to walk in front. She got help there by Conjusta. It works back to the line. Traffic in front, but a good job there after a couple of long shifts due to the icing call. And now they will say that this is not icing, as it's going to be touched by Oliveri. And a much-needed change for the Redhawks. A full speed ahead at center. Gets knifed away, and now it's brought back in. Mennigan a drive. That hits off a leg and caroms off to the near side corner. Bodies come together in that inside corner. It was just out of the reach of Menigan, and that's going to be poked away. Look out here. It could be numbers, but a good job getting back defensively by number 20, Schultz. Schultz spears it away. They will look to wind it center, and that's going to be nearly spiked in, but fanning on it slightly, and now they duel with it right on the blue line. Boston College ended up losing it. Good job here by Montclair to get through, and they're unable to get a shot on. But following up is Menigan. Spinning, centering, backhand pass. That just didn't connect. Good idea, though. Menigan again in the middle, looking to poke it on free, and it's cleared away. They close quickly on Menigan. Really the most dangerous player so far is Conjusta will go ahead and send it into the far side corner. Rebound. Karam's away there as Bork has it. She's tied up along the boards. We've got 12-10 to go in a 6-1 hockey game. Shots 29-11. All the numbers of importance are in favor of the Boston College Eagles. There's a point shot. That got blocked on the way through. Rebound comes over to the near side, and they try to stretch it. But it's turned over and got back out to center ice. It's played on down here. And the Eagles will come on back into their own end, looking to set up. Patterson with an outlet. It's knifed down, held in though, and taken back away. Good job there by Tapper. She looks to move in, couldn't do it on the first attempt, and that's going to give the Eagles an opportunity to try to clear it around the near side. It's being brought on by number 13, McLaughlin. She tries to get on through, took a player down with her, but the puck rolls harmlessly into the far side corner. 11:17 on the clock. It's at the point. Peyton King a shot. That didn't get through. And they look to reload here. Actually, check that. It's actually being carried up on the left wing side by Nicolosi. Nicolosi will go retreat behind the net. She's got it. Wanted to touch pass it there and closed off quickly before she was able to handle it. Was number 4, Ayat Tarella. And that puck's going to be cleared out to center ice as a result. Good job getting back here as the Redhawks seeming to find another gear here, trying to get back into this game. They do trail by 5 as we're not much shy of the halfway point. There's a spinning shot and a save was made. Good job holding the post there by the netminder Oliveri. Thrown back in as the line was held by number 10, Tepper. Side of the net it goes. Now it's worked back to the outside rim of the circle. There's a shot, and that's going to carry him all the way around. And oh, that seemed to, I thought that slowed up the netminder. I don't think she realized where the rebound had went and that it carried all the way out to center. Delayed offside, touching up toward the Redhawks. It won't matter though as it's brought out by Hoffman. Hoffman to the forehand, down around the bottom of the circle, throwing it in front. That didn't connect. And it's moved to the line. Doesn't have enough to get out. Nice little shoulder dip there. Shot by Bork, didn't get through. Follow up there is thrown to the middle. And it's going to be pushed over the near side wall. Good job pinching in and keeping it in there by Kirby. Actually, they say the referee had his hand up saying he did not keep it in, and now it's spiked back in, and this is an onside play. We are 15 seconds beyond the halfway point. Nice little tap play here, a little pass to themselves as they try to cut on through. Still in control, long stretch pass here is going to bounce through the middle of the ice. It's going to be grabbed off and dancing on through, just unable to carry it all the way in was Liggett. That's going to roll on goal, miss on the short side by Block. Played down below the goal line, thrown in front, look out here, a chance, scores! Block, I believe the backhand shot, found enough of a seam along the near side post, and that will make it a 7-1 hockey game. What a nice little play there in front, as continuing to struggle here down the stretch. Still putting forth the effort, but so far, MSU, the Montclair State University Redhawks, struggling against some of the teams here in this tournament. Time of this goal is going to be the 10-minute, and we'll put that on the board, 10-minute, the 42-second mark. To Montclair State's credit, though, they have not backed down at all, continuing. Look right there, trying to put the pressure on. They force a center ice turnover, and they move it right back in on the offensive end. They're not going anywhere, as the lead, I said, gets to 7-1. And now a break. Look out here, rush, backhand. And what do we got? I think we have both the goal and the penalty, yeah. We have a goal and a penalty as the puck had rolled in, and in the ACHA, the penalty still goes on even if the puck is scored. So it's now going to be 8-1 BC, and then on top of that, a power play to ensue. Didn't realize that it hadn't been saved. I actually thought a penalty shot was upcoming, but nope. Referee says it's over the line, and now we go a power play chance for the Eagles as they hold as 8-1 lead. Boston College, nifty little toe drag on then there. There's a shot on a riser. Ferguson got that one. Rebound's going to be tapped to the line, doesn't get out. That's knocked down in the middle. They chop it down as it works its way over just inside the line. Good job keeping it in there as the pressure ensues. Centering pass didn't get through as it was Conquista who had kept it in for a moment. Now it's a battle in front of the bench. Kicked on. They move it on through. And it's sent on in. A little time coming off the clock here as Montclair State gets it all the way out of their own end. So 11:07 as Block scored a goal, and then there was another goal scored at that point by Boston College. So 10:42, Block was involved in a goal. 11:07, there was another BC goal, and then there's also an MSU penalty at that same point. Clock winks down to 7:44 left on it. Trying to cut on through. A couple of Redhawks collide. That's going to create an opportunity in front. A bouncing puck. It's loose. And it's grabbed and held, and we will get a whistle and a face-off with 40 to go in the power play. And 7:34 to go here in period number 3. 8-1 our score. And we will have a face-off deep in the defensive end for Montclair State University. It'll move over to the right wing circle. They win it on back. Moving to the middle, and that shot hit the side of the post off the stick of number 14, Crawford. They still joust away with right along the hash marks at the boards. Two aside do battle. Power play has 26 seconds to go on it. Played around to the far side, trying to sweep it out to center, unable to on first attempt. And now the Redhawks will take an opportunity, look for some open ice, and they will just shovel it up the near side boards. It gets as far as the opposition blue line, gets pushed right back to them, and this time they're going to clear it again just as far as the opposition blue line, where it was knifed down there by number 26, Brooke. Free puck sitting over the line, and nice job here getting to it is Medigan. Her shot goes just wide as it glanced off the post, and circling now is going to be Bella Crawford. Her outlet hit the back of a skate. Even strength hockey here. Looking to dance on through Teppert. Shot blocked off into the corner as Tepper had a backhand opportunity. Down below the goal line, they center again, and Medigan couldn't get it on through, and now 3 Eagles are up and over the line. Long bomb stretch pass connects. Looking to get in, and instead it's just going to be slapped in deep by Bella Crawford. And Bella Crawford slapped it in deep and slapped it into the net, as it is going to be a 9-1 score. Time of this goal is going to be the 13:32 mark. Big drive by Crawford, finds its way in. And a great job here by the team from Boston College, looking for some late life or some big goals here, because goal differential, I believe, is a factor if you end up tied at the top of your pool. And it was just a big, long slap shot from just inside the blue line. Ferguson unable to handle it, and it's going to end up being a save, or end up being a goal with 6:22 to go on the clock. Patterson plays it around to the far side corner. Sounded like they're going to give assists to McLaughlin. She's going to have a bucket of points tonight. Feel like she's factored into 4 or 5 goals so far. 9-1 our score, and winding up, trying to dance on through. Still with it. Again, effort play to be sure, and a really nice one, and now getting back defensively after losing it. All the credit in the world there. I believe that was number 10, Tepper. It might have been 20, Schultz. But either way, still the Redhawks putting forth max effort. That puck's going to be played to the middle. Nope, could never get through. So they end up playing it back around the outside of the cage. Played up the wall by Hoffman. They pinch on down. Down below the net. The puck is sitting on the net, and we will now get a whistle here as the referee blows it dead. Whistle and a face-off upcoming with 5:29 to go here in period number 3. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. 5:29 left. Come on back and join us for the conclusion of this one.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by the Columbus Blue Jackets. For tickets and more, visit bluejackets.com. R-Bar, the official ACHA 2018 Nationals post-game hangout and best hockey bar in Columbus. And by the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. Columbus has no off-season.
Welcome back inside Chiller Easton. Here is a 9-1 lead currently on the board here for Boston College. They will have an offensive zone faceoff upcoming as well. With as we said, 5:29 left on the clock. Faceoff's going to move out. Center ice faceoff right in front of us here. In the near side dot. It's sent rink wide and shredding into it. Into the zone brings it Bush. Bush carries it all around. Got an outlet at the point, doesn't use it, or does use it. Now they send it rink wide through to the middle. Unable to get that pass through is Nicolosi, and it's back out at center ice. There's a turnover. Look out here. Could be a rush. They move in forehand, back in forehand, and it's slid in through the 5-hole. A block shot, a block pass, and that leads to the rush that is finished by number 8 in white, Chandler Skoko. 14 minutes, 56 seconds to the time of the goal. And it is a 10-1 game as we got a 10 spot on the board with 5 minutes left. Puck along the near side boards. Pushed in a little bit further. Unassisted goal as obviously it was a block down leading to the odd man rush. And now a stretch play through the middle and we get a foot race to it. No icing on this call as Bork let it go. Tried to win the race, and I guess that was deemed that she negated her. She'd won the race to the circles, but then had let the Red Hawk player get inside of it. Anyway, you cut it. It's just going to be play on as we move it at center. That tip in didn't work. Second effort there by Ayatarella will get it deep. Around the net, and they will look to wind up. Nifty move once, nifty move twice. Good stick handling there as the Eagles stretch it rink wide. It's now moved through to the middle, a little bit of a deflection there, and the Red Hawks get back and clear it away up the near side boards. Trying to keep the line and unable to hold it in there was Peyton King. We cycle around, comes up to the near side boards, and that's pushed in further by number 18 in white, Bork. Comes out to center, and a good job there to swing it in deep by Paula Bush. No icing here. It's going to allow her mates to change. 10-1 our score, 34-14 are the shots, 3:45 on a counting clock. Moving on in, forehand, backhand move, and a good-looking move. Just unable to finish it was McLaughlin. She's been active today. And it's sent up ahead. Unable to pull that pass in was Tepper. Stretch pass on through the middle as King's connection didn't work, and it's just going to be tipped on in. And we get a race to the corner. Two-a-side do battle down in there. It works its way up the near side wall. Dug out by the Eagles and now moved through to the middle of the ice. Dragging through on the backhand. Sent to the middle. Look out here. A chance. Oh, and a stop by Ferguson. Great stop by Ferguson there. Still playing hard in this one with 3:03 left on the clock. Stretch pass back on through. That didn't connect. And that's going to be turned and chopped back in by number 9 in black, Amanda Peterson. Push around the near side wall. It'll get as high as the top of the circles, and now the Eagles stretch it on out. Looking to get over the top and play it away there was number 12, Nicolosi. She couldn't get it out of the zone, but she's able to follow up and clear it around the near side wall. Second effort, and now it is out to center by the Red Hawks, and there's a bit of a collision, and it's going to end up being a power play as run down on the play was Morrissey. And on a delayed penalty, we still no control yet by the Red Hawks. And finally, going in to get control And touching it up will be Montez. And it's going to be a checking call upcoming, and I believe that is also, no, not going to Montez. It looks like it's going to Fogarty, I believe. So Fogarty will now go off for checking, and this is going to come at the 17-minute, 44-second mark. Boston College wins the faceoff and moves on over to the near side. They do battle at the top of the circle along the boards. One and flip to center on a nice play there by the Redhawks, trying to clear the zone, keep this score as it is. Boston College moves it on through and throws it to the middle. I believe scoring does matter, or there's a scoring component. I believe if both teams were to say end up with 4 points in the pool play, I believe scoring is the tiebreaker after head-to-head. So now granted, you're going to play both teams in your pool, so I guess if you're 4-4, you're probably going to have, one team's going to have a win, so it may not get down to scoring in most scenarios, as there's a point shot, and that didn't have a ton on it, but it did have enough by Madison Brook to be able to get that one in, and Boston College able to add to their power play numbers, as I believe that was Madison Brook with a point shot that found its way in. It's going to be a power play goal. Time of the goal going to be the 18-minute, 25-second mark. 1:35 left on the clock, and I don't know if they've still tallied shots because we've been at 34-14 for shots for quite a while now. Puck to the line, not out. There's a shot on, it's kicked away. Played to the middle, backhand, and that just missed wide. I heard the goal by Brooks, not sure who got any assist, as we've got 1:10 to go on the clock. Boston College player falls down there, bouncing puck to the middle, trying to turn and hit it off the bounce. It was number 12, Nicolosi. That didn't get on goal. Backhanded in to hold it in. Now there's a player in front, but Patterson stole that, and the Eagles will just chop it out to center ice into the final 50 seconds of the hockey game. That shot was blocked. They turn and swing it up the boards, looking for an outlet there. Mennigan brings it in, hands it across to have it be brought in over the line. Cut off there was Bush. She'll go follow up with it. Bush now, down below the goal line, 1-on-3. She avoided one of them, but the Eagles were able to box her out. Conjusta had it along the near side boards. It's now stretched out. Lead feed doesn't get out. Tapped down up the wall by Ayatarelli. And the Eagles now in their own end once more. Here they come, over the line. Conjusta moves in, fires one on, and that's going to go just wide. Rebound's going to carry him into the corner with 8 seconds to go. And it's going to be found and cleared, and let's see if they're going to let this icing stand. They're going to wave it off. It didn't even have enough to go over the line anyway. And that is going to be the end of this one. 11-1. Great work by BC as they will get a 10-goal victory here today against the squad from Montclair State. We appreciate it so much. We appreciate you joining us so much here today. One final time, MSU is going to fall to BC. Our final score, 11-1. Thank you so much for joining us on the ACHA YouTube network. More action coming up in just a few moments.